8, man with the stick.
Hello to all you Doctor Who fans. I'm speaking to you from the set of The Two Doctors, and I just want to say I'm very sorry I can't be with you.
I'm going to lash you to within an inch of your life. And then, I'm going to have you.
The nature of Monkey was irrepressible.
I'm going to rescue her. I'm going to save Rose Tyler from the middle of the Dalek fleet, and then I'm going to save the Earth, and then, just to finish off, I'm going to wipe every last stinking Dalek out of the sky!
But you have no weapons, no defenses, no plan!
Yeah. And doesn't that scare you to death? Rose?
Yes, Doctor?
I'm coming to get you.
Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Good evening, good morning. I hope you're doing very well. Not a mislabeled premiere. Indeed, a rarer sighted Monday Rabbi sighting. Yeah, you know, I'm just discombobulated, baby. I'm discombobulated. It's like, to me, this is Sunday. That's why I had to play the Monday opening. That's why I played the Saturday opening last night, because I was offline, right? And I want to give you an insight into what this is like. It's a Jewish holiday of Passover. We're going to talk about Doctor Who. Don't worry. We're going to talk about Doctor Who. But like this is like, you've got to see, right? Your brain can't comprehend this unless you do see this. So this is the Jewish holiday of Passover, where we eat unleavened bread, right? Because the Hebrews didn't have time to let their bread rise as they were chased out of Egypt by Pharaoh and the Egyptians, right? So we don't have any fermented grain products for a week. Everything is this thing. Instead of bread, we have this thing called matzah, right? And this is, so I'm gonna quickly walk you through the different matzahs, right? So there's this one. This is one of our ones. This is the most kosher one we have, right? This is the most holy and kosher one. See how big it is, right? So it's when you start Passover, the first night is, and if you're in outside of Israel, there's a thing called Seder night, where it's a big family thing. You sit around a table and you get this book called the Haggadah, which it's kind of an educational experience about the Exodus. And you discuss it, and whoever discusses it long, it's still, but a part of it is eating these things called matzahs. Now, when they originally came out, they were like large H2. So this is my super kosher one from last year, because we got one more box that we need. I'm going to open it for you. I'm doing a live unboxing of matzah, right? One second. I was going to invite somebody on here. Let me send a link. You want to come on live now? Like, there you go. Where am I? Fine. I was unboxing the matzah because, again. Okay, and so you need 3 of these for this Seder night thing, right? And there's supposed to be 3 complete ones. So what this is essentially loaves of bread, not bread, but you get dough, water, and flour, right? And you mix it together, and you have 8 years. Yes, it is a public holiday. You have 18 minutes, and then it's not kosher anymore because then it's fermented. It's got to be completely cooked within 18 minutes. They roll it out flat, and they put these little holes in it so it cooks more fully. So anyway, let me this up, 'cause last year they came in these really cool vacuum pack things. That was a new innovation. Come on, is it opening up? Here we go. Now I'm down to this one. Now, this is a year old, but it kind of stays fresh. So, wait. Here's the opening. I found the opening. Okay. Fine. Okay, opening this one up. Nearly there. Anyway, on Seder night before you start, you have to go through the matzahs. These are the matzahs, and then you got to pick out the best one. Right? Oh man, yeah. This smells pretty off, right? But there you go. If you put it in the oven for 5 minutes, this is matzah, right? It's supposed to be like 2 of these in like over the course of the evening with different various bits of stuff. It is. It's hard work, baby. It's hard work. It's not easy being a Jew. You would have thought the pogroms and being raped by Cossacks was enough. No, we torture ourselves with this as well. Got it. 1 second. But no, we have other matzah as well, right? Matzah number 2 is made by that was all made by hand. Matzah number 2 is this one. Right, this is made by machine, right? Much easier to eat. Oh, much easier. Now, here's a weird thing. On Passover, the 2 weeks before Passover, you're not allowed to eat this thing called matzah, right? No matzah for you. But you've already made your kitchen completely kosher for Passover. So what do I eat? I can't have bread in it. So somebody a few years ago invented this thing, and I thought it was reasonably brilliant. It is. Come here. These are potato crackers made from potato powder, made to look like matzah. And I don't know why. I really like these things, although they do crack very easily. So there you go. That was a small, just a brief idea of what's going on in my strange universe. And so anyway, so we had Sabbath, which I'm offline for 24 hours. And then we had Passover. And then I got offline and I really basically instantly watched the Robot Revolution. Whew, that wasn't good. It really wasn't very good. Bottom line, it honestly, for me, it was just too full of, well, there's two major problems. It was too full of divisive, somewhat vindictive and nasty politics, right? It was too gay. It was too woke, right? And there was so much bits of wokeness in it that firstly, the whole underlying thing of the companion, just so many lines of a nurse doing all the work while the doctor takes the credit and stupid things like that. And then at the end, when the robot revolution was over, after the incels had been defeated, okay. After that, they said, "Now we will pay reparations." Really, you want to get really? Oh man, it's ridiculous, right? I'm so Russell, his finger is so far off the cultural pulse. It's ridiculous, Russell. He has no bloody clue where the world is right now, right? He just has no bloody clue. He has no bloody clue. He's on the wrong side of history, and he's totally on the wrong side of history. On the upside, I thought Veronica Sethu looked great. I thought she. I think she is a very good actress. I think she can clearly pull off the role. And if she can't pull off the role, she can pull me off. That will certainly work. And I like that she was written as a genuinely moral character, right? But on the other hand, she's just, I don't know, not somebody you want to hang around with, is she? Belinda Chandra, right? I mean, totally not saying, but okay. But the underlying, the political note that really annoyed me. It's the same thing with adolescents. Look, English society has a lot more violence now than it did 10 years ago, right? It just a lot more violence and a lot more sexual violence and draconian violence. And so this is because of the influx of, of the Islamic world, right? Where women don't have the same rights as men, right? It's really important that you understand that women do not have the same rights as men in the Islamic world, right? And a woman walking around without a hijab is just a slut who's asking for it, right? My prediction is if there isn't a Deus Ex Machina, right? That's somehow sorts out the problems of England, within 5 years, women, non-Muslim women, will be wearing burqas just not to be harassed. But anyway, there's been a massive upsurge of violence, right? It's not the safe, trusting society that it was that I grew up in. It really genuinely isn't. And so, and again, it's because of multiculturalism, because of Islam, and very, very obviously because of these things. But nobody wants to admit they're wrong. Oh, God. I finally found that where that clip is that I want to show you. So instead, they got to blame the person they hate the most: white, straight, working class people. Right? They hate that. That's where the incels are a terrible, terrifying thing came from. You know, and I don't think there's a massive incel threat, right? Despite the fact that Muslims overall make up a very small percentage of the population, but they have massive control over it. Again, didn't used to have two-tier policing. I saw a report today that said, no, there's no two-tier policing. Really? Yeah. So look, this just seems to be like another element of British governmental gaslighting via the BBC, right? So that's one of the main things. So I think Judy Garrett is just shit as a doctor. Here, I think this bit thing I'm going to show you right now sums up how he plays a doctor and why he thought this was a good idea. It's beyond me, right? It's absolutely beyond me. Yeah, 1 second. It's after this weird little trippy bit. Hang on, just before here. So they're really happy about winning, and here's how Shooter's doctor expresses himself.
This place is nuts.
Yes, Queen!
Yeah, fuck off. Oh, fuck off, Shooty. The Doctor Who doesn't do Yaz Queen and does high kicks in the air. Oh, fuck off. Right? And it's like, again, you know, she's, reasonably constantly, expressing the bingo card of woke, right? Do they have the line about reparations? Oh, God, he's so smiley and bouncy and stupid, right? Again, there's no core to him whatsoever. Hang on. I stopped at this frame last night where he's staring with the guy with the muscles. Oh, fuck me! You know, I like to get, have him, dig a tunnel. This is not Doctor fucking Who. This is I nearly as bad as Jodie going, love is love. Oh, Eki Thump, love, lovey, love. Oh, love is love. In Demons of the Punjab. Yeah, it would be. Is it over? Oh, God. When is he talking to the robots?
Okay. You lot, forgive, rebuild. Maybe change the name of the solar system.
Well, we thought we'd start with renaming this building, Doc.
I don't want to get copyright struck on this bullshit. Right, but again, the robots say, we will pay reparations. Oh, fuck off. Just fuck off. Oh, with your relentless woke bullshit. It's just relentless woke bullshit. Anyway, so this week in Israel is kind of like a week off. It's called Kol Moed. Most people are on like half time. And so I thought I'd do an extra stream tonight. I'm probably streaming tomorrow, right? I would have thought so, but this is kind of like a more casual, loosey-goosey kind of like hanging out one, right? So nothing to, I was going to studiously prepare, and I'm like, I mean, I got a bunch of stuff pulled up. We'll look at it again. That high kick, oh God, I hate it. It's like, really? Oh, it's so not Doctor Who, right? And it's dying a bloody death. And of course, we're hearing the same bleed. Oh, it doesn't matter about the ratings. Now, look, the very, very, very strong rumor is that the BBC has recommissioned it for a third season, with or without Disney. Obviously, it'll be a much smaller affair without Disney. Will it be with Ncuti Gatwa? I would imagine not. Will it be Rusty Davies? I really don't know. I mean, I think I think probably my guess if BBC's up for it, but Rusty Davies up for it, yeah. Rusty might just be like, oh, God, I can't make TV for racists anymore, which is everybody, so I'm not making TV. All right. I don't know. I mean, I guess. Oh, look, the internet looks a bit dodgy. I don't know. I don't know if it's. Logic says there's no way it can't be rested for a few years, right? I think that rumor is somewhat out of date, right? And I think the poor performance it's currently having, and again, not just the ratings, but like having no cultural impact whatsoever, and generally speaking, not loved and adored by the British public. You know, now is it? But then again, Veronica Seethu, very good on the ice. Now she's going to be a nurse. This is the only way they could really go at this point, right? That might bring people back in. And I think this is going to be like a default costume from now on my thumbnails. Because, you know what? I'm just like it's no less unsubtle than the woke feminism of riding through this thing. Well, we spent our opening episode saying how much we hate white straight men, then got epically low ratings. Yes, weird that, isn't it? It's almost as if those two things are connected. Let's face it, even if they dress me in this, no one is coming back to this shit show. They're really not. Oh, God, please rest it for a while. Gene Marsh passed away. Oh, very, very sad. I want to do like a little Gene Marsh retrospective of her in Big Finish and on Doctor Who and Big Finish. Honestly, played two of my favorite roles in Doctor Who. Right, I one of my favorite William Hartnell stories is The Crusade, and she's brilliant in it. I mean, she's absolutely brilliant in it, and she was brilliant in pretty much everything. I thought she was great as Morgaine as well, and weirdly, with that costume armor, looked very shaggable. Right, very, very strange. And of course, she was it Sarah Kingdom as well? Who was I thinking? Yeah. So she was that 3 roles that I can think of. Right, there's probably more. Who knows? But yeah, no, I do want to talk about G Mars because she really is pure Doctor Who. Right, like I would say, somewhat Doctor Who royalty. And her Big Finish work was excellent. Right, yes, it is so worth it. Right, also she created Upstairs Downstairs. And she's just was a great talent. A sad loss for the nation. She was one of the things that made the BBC great. Right, when the BBC was a safe, nurturing home for a talent like Gene Marsh, the BBC was fantastic. Now it's a shit show, right? It's a shit show. So anyway, let's get to the chat, and then we'll start wading through the awfulness. By the way, I watched about the first 50 minutes, 50 of this. This is such a bad picture. Like, why are they making... I mean, look, she's a weird-looking girl anyway. Why are they making her look weirder in this? Anyway, I was... I thought I'd put it on to see how it is. I'll get pissed off and turn it off pretty quick. Sucked me in for the whole episode, frankly. It got a little bit lesbian towards the end. But really, genuinely good, solid storytelling, solid drama. And I really didn't want to like it after last season. So I was actually reasonably quite impressed. Anyway, let's get to the chat. So yes, Archie Collin, this is live, baby, live. D says Angela Sarafian or Anna Darmus. Well, that's a good question. Angela Sarafian was in Westworld and was stunning. Oh my God! Here, let's see if we can pull her up. That's the wrong thing. Doink. Where is it? Oh, here you go. Again, one of the reasons, by the way, I really appreciate listening to Dan's take on it, which is always kinder than mine. because I'm always reminded of Westworld, right? And however is it, Westworld season 2, myself included, was woke shite. I went back and did a major rewatch of it and found I was absolutely wrong, right? Absolutely and completely wrong. So we got Anna. Who's more bangable is the question. She's very. Yeah, we got Anna Serafian and Anna de Armas. I mean, Anna de Armas is totally sexier because she just exudes sexiness. But what's her name? Here, I'll share the screen. 1 second. Angela Safaran. She is stunning and gorgeous, right? Although, okay, the hottest woman in Westworld was one of Elon Musk's many ex-wives, right? So yeah, look, she's very, very, very hot, right? And her character develops when they bring her back in the full season. She's like this psychopathic human-hating killer, right? Which is really kind of fun, right? It really is generally kind of fun. So I'm going to go with Anna de Armas because there's a lot of personality. Anna de Armas. What's the name of Tallulah Riley? Let me see. Tallulah Riley in Westworld. Tallulah Riley Westworld. Okay, it comes right up. Right. Elon Musk's ex-wife. Oh God, she is so hot. Yes, I think copy image arrest. I mean, it's stunning. I mean, and so when you first introduce her on Westworld, she plays a robot that helps you like get your costume and everything, and says, it's basically we can spend as long as you like here, do whatever you like, right? And like say, we can really have lots of very dirty sex right here. No one's going to disturb us. To which I would say, touche. It would seem to be rude to say no. Anyway, one of Elon Musk's very hot ex-wives, Tallulah Riley. And she is insanely hot. And back to the chat. Share screen. Doink. I'm going to say, if we're talking about, again, beauty or sexiness, Anna de Armas, right, is for definitely sexier, right? Definitely bangability. Absolutely. Anna, because you just feel, she's up for a lot. God bless her. And she is a very good actor. Man, I love her in Blade Runner. I love her in everything I see her in. She really, really is good. And she just exudes sexiness. So I look, a harder comparison will be Anna de Armas or Gillian Anderson. Because Anna de Armas is definitely sexier, but which one exudes more sexuality? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Gillian Anderson. Anyway, Archie Collin asks, is Passover a public holiday in Israel the way you said? Yes, it is. Yes, of course. It was Easter Sunday yesterday. Merry Easter to everyone. Yeah, so while we're eating these, indigestible, massive loaves of cracker, you get to have chocolate eggs. So, Archie Collin said, and we were out looking, unless Angela Sarafan is like, she is spectacular. I mean, she is spectacular. Don't get me wrong. And she was pretty darn good in Westworld. I loved Westworld. That's what it says about me, but I've watched several reviews of the show and have no interest in watching. But you shouldn't have any interest in watching it if you like Doctor Who. I found this nothing like Doctor Who whatsoever. Right? It's weird. I saw Ian Levine saying, "Oh, this is so much better." I didn't really get it. Right? Again, look. Here's the thing. This had a real massive effects on me. When I was a kid, I went on a team tour to Israel, right? Jewish kids get sent to Israel. It's the thing, right? And one of the places we went to was the Institute for Propaganda, where they gave an incredibly good, we were there for a day, right? They gave us an incredibly good program where you really understood the propaganda. We went from Nazi propaganda to current day propaganda to how it works today. Just really fantastic. So, that's why I view that. And that's why I think I recognize this episode as being the pure propaganda that it was. Because, other than, it was pure propaganda. Yeah, it was pure propaganda, but it was the way propaganda works is they don't tell you something directly. They tell you something very subtly, right? Or less than subtly as they did here. But like, did you notice all the negative characters were white men, right? And it was all stunning and brave femininity that saves the day over and over again, right? Because and then and like. Like the guy with the muscles wants to fight. What's the point of saving her? Really none. And Shooty was useless. He's got them all killed. It's just such a useless doctor, right? I mean, really, how useless? Let's look at that thing again. So we get to that exact same spot. Hang on. Just before the 38th minute. Here we go. This is nothing like Doctor Who.
Yes, Queen!
Yeah, fuck off, Shooty. Yeah. Why is nobody watching? So weird. So weird. I don't know. It's almost as if people don't like watching absolute shit that hates you. I understand, Archie got him, why you wouldn't want there's nothing to entice you whatsoever. However, I get the feeling there were several potentially interesting ideas wasted. Yes, absolutely true. Again, the retro design, fantastic. The idea of her being the queen of the star because her name is Miss Belinda Chandra. That was a good idea, but everything else they just fucked up, essentially. I get the feeling this feels like it feels like what Russell's playing around with for the Christmas special. Because I don't think you have a star, it could be like, but they basically did a Christmas star for, the one they just did. Adam wasn't even an incel. He was a controlling psychopath who needed a talking to. Yeah, Robert Payne says, you're right. Well, no, he was incel in that he couldn't. As far as that, okay, and incel means somebody who's involuntarily celibate. Means they have no game, that they can't make it with a girl. They can't, like... If you are like that, there are prostitutes. I mean, like... And I'm not, like, really recommending it as a lifestyle, but it will get your confidence up, right? I mean, like... And definitely worth the money, right? And, okay, also, if you're going to go to a hooker... Don't go for bargain basement, right? You want to budget, a nice amount of money. I would recommend, right? I would recommend. Right. So yeah. So anyway, the people who have no game and can't get a girlfriend, especially also it's very hurt by traditional masculinity being shat on for the last 10 to 15 years. Being told that you're a toxic male, and told women told no, you're all lesbians. Don't touch men. They're bad, right? I mean, I can understand. So then they get filled with rage and they go and shoot up a movie theater. That sort of thing. So that's certainly the idea of who Russell Lee Davies was portraying. But again, it's a bait and switch, right? No, it's the influx. It's multiculturalism that's called the increase in violence, which is what he's talking about. An interesting thing was all the controlling stuff was very Muslim, right? About no texting after 8 p.m. That's all very Muslim culture. The controlling of women, that's very Muslim culture. And we all know that to be true. I'm gonna say Archigona says, I saw a former cop someone on New Culture Forum saying that they've been in a seminar and they asked who thought two-tier policing existed. Everyone raised their hands and they're all cops. Yeah, exactly. The fully paid doctor. That does make sense, but I don't really want a fully paid doctor. How can a robot play represent? No, it's just listen. Don't get me wrong. I like the original run, Russell Lee Davies' original run. I thought, when you had the Prime Minister thing, massive weapons of destruction instead of Tony Blair going weapons of massive destruction. I thought that was kind of witty and sly, and it worked. But you know what? Because it wasn't filled with like this weird political batshit right-wing, anti-right-wing rage. They're like, back then they realized that Labour prime ministers could be shitty too, right? They all hated Tony Blair. But that's how it. It's what was I going to say? Now, totally lost my thought. Yeah, no, I'm saying no. That was that was back when they could do political commentary. When it wasn't, it was stacked at hatred at stupid politicians, not at most of the fucking audience, which is what this is, right? Just stacked with hatred for most of the freaking audience. Weirdly, like why? I don't know. Who are we up to? John Main says his wife wanted to watch Lazy Look too. He walked out, can't stand even a little bit. You showed. I know. Doctor Who wouldn't kill a nursery of Daleks, but celebrates the sweeping up of Alan's every. I know. Again, none of this has anything to do with Doctor Who. Krista Gibson says, to be honest, I'm actually looking forward to next week's. Shoe Tree looks like a much better fictional character, but the trouble is you got Shooty Gatwa. All right, you're not going to get away from that drag factor or Shooty Gatwa. Paul City asks Jessica Alba or Vanessa Kirby. That's a good question. Depends on the. Okay, one second. What's Jessica Alba look like today? Jessica Alba 2025. That's the question. And okay. Thing is, Jessica Alba always looked too sweet and innocent, right? That's why I don't think that it was hard for her to be a masturbatory fantasy when she was playing Sue Storm, right? Even though she's very, very, very pretty. So Jessica Alba, Vanessa Kirby. I'm going to have Vanessa Kirby, right? Even though she looks a bit weird and fantastic for Jessica's, she was very hot in Napoleon, right? And you get a feeling, yeah, she's up for quite a lot. Vanessa Kirby definitely in the Gillian Anderson mold, in my mind. Odie says, oh God, was one of the worst episodes ever, and please, Lady C or AZM. I don't know what any of that means. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. But okay. Should I look up what AZM is? Nah. I'm scared to find out. That was OT. Matthew Powder is there. Matthew Powder. She had zero bedside manner. Yeah, she was just irritated with everyone all the time. Again, the only thing that made her in any way okay to deal with is that she was very hot. I mean, genuinely, that was really it. Okay, Rob Bain says Palm Sunday, Easter Sunday is next weekend. Oh, very cool. Okay. Archie Collins says, I was wondering because you seem not to be working today or yesterday. No, I was. I did a few hours today. And I'm basically doing half days, right? But also had to I excavate my house from the festivities where we had a ton of people staying with us. Still do, right? Where are we up to? Belinda, polish. Well, yeah, Belinda, how about a bit of French polishing? That might work well. Belinda was a femcel. I mean, she could totally get laid whenever she wanted to. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, she seemed to have a bit of an empty life. I don't know. Bit of a weirdly empty life. I like Veronica Seater a lot. I think she's, I think she's probably the best thing of this season. Will be my guess. I think trying to tie her into Monday Flynn is stupid. Like, nobody remembers that and less care, frankly. Right? It really is just dumb. The air controller looked like a well-made ball drone. I like the design of it. I thought that was good. So Archie says the problem is now they use the word incel as a general insult rather than having a specific meaning. And there wasn't any evidence of incel on the planet in the actual story. Well, the robots, I think, were meant to represent men. Right? Oh, you meant PS. I was giving you a Rabbi hotness option. Well, let me go back and check then. PS, Lady C or AZM. I don't know, but who's Lady C? Or AZM? I don't know. Let me look up AZM. Let's see if we go AZM. Who's AZM? Is that AZM? Like a weird, dumpy, Oriental-looking lady? Wrestler? Oh, one sec. Is this AZM? Because if this is AZM, this is a big no. Okay, really? So you go AZM or who? Who's the other one? I've got to find it again. P.S. Lady, who was it again? Lady C. Okay, so AZM's a hard no. Okay, Lady, is it Z? Is it Z or C? Oh, I'm so old. Who is it? Lady Z, Lady C. I don't know. Lady C. Lady Comfort. Well, that can't be right. I'm sorry. That can't be right. That can't be who you're referring to. If it is, it's definitely AZM, I guess. Ooh. That's a kind of awful choice to be giving someone. Yeah, that sounds really bad. Yeah, no, neither. Yeah, Lady C is really quite terrifying. Fine. Where are we up to? Both female wrestlers. Well, couldn't find Lady C, but I did find AZM. I was like, whoa. Okay, was it Lady C wrestler? We'll try one more time. Wrestler. Okay, that's another no. I like the Oriental thing doesn't work for me. Damn. Okay, if that's the truth, if the choice of AZM or Lady C, it's definitely Lady C, right? But I'm not really interested in either, frankly. I'm really genuinely not interested in either. What should we do first? Fallout first or a bit of Gene Marsh first? Let's do a bit of Fallout first. Let's see. There we go. Oop, where'd it go? There we go. Let's see how the share screen. Let's see how the Mediaverse dealt with the return of Doctor Who. I would say the word dishonestly would be my would be the way I describe it. Should we want to start here? Yeah, start with the mirror, and then I really want to look at the independent review. Right, Doctor Who suffers a huge rating blow amid BBC return, and fans are making the same comment. It is down. How was it? It was 2.6 last year. Let's do the math. How much? So it was started off at 2.60. 2.6. Divide that into 100. And then times it by 30. That can't be right. Okay. What was it? Should we do 2,600,000? Yeah, we'll do it that way. 1, 2, 3. Right. Divide that into 100. And so it's times how much is it? Times 20 is nearly there. Divided into 20. Let's see, times 22. No more than that. Trying to find the percentage point it dropped. Times 24. No. So let's go for 23 times 23. Yeah, okay, so it had a 23% drop from last year. Right? That's yeah, come on, that's like nearly a quarter. Right? The people are just not interested in tuning back in. The more they show it, the less people want to see it. I guarantee next week's will be, well, here, what were the ratings last year? Let's see if it echoes last year. Right, so it dropped 10%. So it'll be 1.8 if it drops 10% this year, right? I wonder, have they released the here, 1 second. The viewing figures for the AI. They took a long time to release the AI ratings. Is this still going on, this poll? I do like their polls. Where am I going to rate this? 3 out of 10. I think 3 out of 10 is where I am with it. Finish survey. So I am definitely intrigued to know what it's going to say. But where are the ratings? Everybody's going to be mechanical efficiency. Ratings accumulated. Let's see. Do we have the AI rating yet? No, we do not. So again, I think this will probably go up to about 3.5 million when it gets to the consolidated. But if it doesn't, I mean, like, again, how much was the bump it got last year towards the end? Like, even on the Christmas special, the bump it got was 1.8 million, which is very high. But normally the bump is over a million, 1.694, about $1.5 million, right? About $1.5 million bump. That's normal. So yeah, with that it'll go up to about 3.5 million. But yeah, those figures are bullshit in my estimation. Doctors didn't quite go off with the expected bang bosses were hoping for, as ratings dropped to 2 million and fans are convinced they know why. It's queer. People like Doctor Who. People don't like queer Doctor Who. Right. That doesn't mean they don't like gay people. No, it's totally different, right? It means they don't like queer Doctor Who, right? Because there's really no need for Doctor Who to be queer, right? It's like queer blankety blank. I like blankety blank, but why is it queer? I don't like it being queer. I like it being blankety blank with like a normal cross section of society. That's the way I would rather go. Doctor Who has received its lowest overnight ratings to date, having attracted only 2 million viewers. I mean, again, even Battlefield Episode 1 got 3.1 million overnight, right? And I love the way they pretend nobody recorded it and watched it later, right? No, they time shifted as well, right? So, I mean, honestly, we don't have figures for that, but I think this is the lowest rated episode of Doctor Who ever, for good reason, right? And it's also, it hasn't done well on any metric, right? And only metric you can find it does well. It's being somewhat disingenuous. I mean, like, yeah, it was the fourth most watched program on Christmas, but like nobody watched programs on Christmas because it was shit. Right, and it was like, it just isn't where it used to be culturally, right? The Cyber Series made a grand return on Saturday night with shooting out reprising role as the Doctor and Varada sees through becoming the new companion Belinda Chandra. Do you think they're going to blame her for the ratings drop? I think there's a reasonable chance. They blamed Millie Gibson. According to TV Zone, the series will be by Gladiators finale out on Saturday night, and the real competition being watched by 2.9 with the reality competition being watched at 2.9 million. Yeah, nobody's watching anything. Well, Doctor Who garnered a cult following since its first aired in 1963. Well, again, it's a different type of cult following now. Everybody who's been into Doctor Who, everybody who came into Doctor Who since the Jodie years, they're just kind of weird, right? It's a weird cult. It's not a friendly cult. It's like a kind of scary, evil cult now. I think many fans have been making the same comment that the drop in views is down to the show landing on BBC iPlayer. No, it's fucking not. No, it's fucking not. It's because it's shit. Try making something that's not shit, right? And when I say it's shit, I mean it's queer. All right, it's not the queer audience is very small. Why not make it for the white, straight, working class person audience, right? Which is very big. No, couldn't care less about them. Many fans are making the same drop on iPlayer. One Doctor Who fan, it doesn't bother me because so many people will have watched the BBC. No, they won't. No, they don't. Nobody. It gets a 1.5 million bump over 7 days. No, over 28 days. No, over 4 screen. The iPlayer bump is TV only. Okay, one minute. The bump it gets through a TV and iPlayer is 300,000 over 7 days. Fuck off. It's nothing to do with iPlayer. It's to do with it being shit. And most people watching Doctor Who on iPlayer are watching classic Doctor Who, right? Those maybe the important ones, I think, they're also shit, right? They're also bad. And if they weren't bad, then why was Russell lying about how good it's doing with the young people? It's not. I mean, genuinely, it's not. Like, I don't like if it's doing bad, why are you lying about it? If it's doing good, why do you have to lie? Another person pros it's on iPlayer from the morning. And again, I want to point out to you how it's being dropped at 8 a.m. and 3 a.m. Nothing says we do not give two shits about this property and then being dropped at 8 a.m. and 3 a.m. Like, if they cared about it, right, then it would be being dropped at 7 p.m. UK time and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you would have global watching if it wasn't shit, right? But you would have global watching. Everyone says, considering it's a joint iPlayer BBC on release, it makes reporting overnight figures a bit one-sided. What, you can't report the iPlayer figures? They're not available, right? With this, okay, if you're saying that the early release on iPlayer affects the viewing numbers, then certainly the people would have viewed it before it was on TV. Just release those figures, right? And I think, one second. It is the that does include iPlayer numbers. I just realized because we found out you have the live figure, right? We found, like, when they're trying to say how good Jodie was doing, right? They said they showed the very low live figure, and then they saw how much it went up with the iPlayer. So I think this does include iPlayer. They're released, and it's not getting that much publicity. It's Doctor fucking Who, right? I'm sorry, it's Doctor fucking Who. I'm sorry, Shooting Gatwa hasn't connected with anyone. It's Doctor Who, right? Another person had a thing, but this is not the first time BBC have dealt a similar blow. Last year, it was reported that the 8 episodes of the 14 series averaged 2 million overnight viewers. I know, yes, we know. Well, at least I do. I suppose told the Times last year the overnight ratings are not indicated on popularity of the TV show. Then why you pay for them? All right, why are you paying millions for them? And if they don't mean anything, because it's not your money, I guess. They said overnight ratings no longer provide an accurate picture of all those who watch drama on demand. Yeah, because they all left. They all watch TikTok and YouTube now. No one's interested in you. Right? You told them to fuck off, and they did. People would rather go touch grass than watch your obnoxious shit, right? And it is obnoxious shit. Pouring myself some water. What about to? But yeah, listen, I understand. Look, the TV landscape is massively different now than it was in the Jodie years, let alone in the Capaldi years, let alone in the classic years. They ended the season Doctor Who premiered on iPlayer and 24 hours before broadcast. The episode has already been viewed as nearly as 6 million viewers and continues to go. You lying cunt. 6 million? Really? Well, why isn't it in your figures over here then? You lying. Okay, what? You mean the... No, they were saying this about the Space Babies. Right, and they said about you lying cunts, right? They are. I can't stand it. They just lie. So it didn't get 6 million views. Doctor Who remains one of the most watched programs. I mean, maybe they saw the preview as it auto played, right? Doctor Who is one of the most programs on iPlayer and is the top drama for the under 35s this year, marking it as one of the biggest programs because no under 35 watches anymore, right? They've all gone away. Man. Speaking of the Radio Times, I'm very proud. Rusty, I'm very proud of the season thus far. They might not be the ratings we would love. Yeah, this is last year. You also said we always want higher ratings, but we're building a 28-day period. It didn't work out. Space Invaders up to 5.6. Is it really? No, it's fucking not, you lying fucking cunt. It's not. But again, this is like Amazon saying Lord of the Rings has been watched by a gazillion billion people. You lying cunt. It hasn't been, has it? Oh, God. Then you want to say, they don't just watch television well, but those figures are astronomical for Doctor Who. No, they're not. They're top program in that bracket. There's no other program in that bracket. Oh, man. Let's look at the Independent review, because they was glowing. The Independent. Former Tory MP Craig Williams marked 15 charge over election betting scandal. Okay. I love seeing them freak out. Trump won't admit, but he blinked first in China trade war. What are you talking about? He's literally destroyed China. He's like nuked their economy. Right? They can't survive without the American market. Damn, these people are in fucking denial. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Oh, yeah, here we go. Be in denial. Doctor Who defies the naysayers and returns in triumph. It got the lowest ratings of all time. I know they're not the be-all and end-all of metrics, but they're not none. It did very badly. Despite nagging recent word about the Saturday evening show's sci-fi staples future, this latest series by Shooting Gatterer and friends on inventive freewheeling form and lots of woke lecturing, which of course is why the Guardian is jacking itself off to it. Oh yeah, saying so again. Oh, saying so again. Call white people incels again. Oh, we're bad. Oh! And that's how Guardian reviews are made. I mean, independent reviews are made. Isn't TARDIS a ticking TV time bomb just one bad news cycle away from outright cancellation? Oh, one can only hope, right? One can only hope. But is Katy Perry part of the all-women team that went up on Bezos's rocket? Because that's weird. Such rumors are pinging around the cosmos, and the ongoing speculation the BBC is considering pulling the plug on Doctor Who unless the ratings improves, has understandably cast a shadow of the show as it returns for its latest season. Well, that's not entirely an accurate picture of what's going on, is it? Right? It's really not. It's like they've already made it, right? They haven't commissioned it for a third season, which is very suspicious. And they say they're not going to make a decision until the second season airs. I don't think Disney's coming back. Question is, will BBC continue? There's a strong faction in BBC that want it to. I think there's another faction that wants to rest it, and another faction wants to see it go away and never hear from it again. That they say its day is over. I don't know which faction is going to win out. I think the odds are the resting it team and the let's get rid of it team unite, right? And they say we're going to put it on pause for a little bit until they find a new showrunner, and they got find somebody woke and useless. I mean, if the current BBC, they might as well get Juno Dawson, right? I mean that definitely fits in with the current BBC pattern. Fine. One of those raising cast a shadow over the show as it returns for its latest season, but still, there is no need for embattled Whovians to get their sonic screwdrivers on the twist quite yet. Any suspicion the venerable franchise is on its last leg is immensely excised by this fun and freewheeling series opener that hates white straight men. Right? I'm sorry, I don't find hating white straight men as anything that interesting, right? Crystal Gibson very rightly points out you get a full view off with a 2-minute watch on iPlayer. Yeah, exactly. And why can't they just give you an honest rating? Because they're doing shit. That's why. Bottom line, because it's doing very, very badly. I don't know where we're up to. The Robot Revolution is another impressive outing for the charming. He's not charming. Oh, he's a preening. I'm trying to think of a word that won't get me in trouble. Right, but honestly, like the Yaz Queen high kick. Okay, let's watch it again. Okay, is this the incredible shooting Gatwa that you're talking about? I mean, really? Oh, man. Again, you can't really watch this quite enough. Again, look at this.
Yes, queen!
How do they think that was a good idea? And why would you have kept that in the cut, in the edit? Fucking idiots. Oh, again, it just really was a bad. I don't think it was a well constructed episode. The first thing having settled into stride as a mashup of David Tennant's dashing, eccentric, and Jodie Whittaker's more grounded timeline. Oh, I give up. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, fucking again. Like, do you remember when Doctor Who was competent and could actually do shit without fucking up? Yeah, no, it's too long ago. The 15th that's having settled in stride as a no, he hasn't settled in stride. He hasn't established himself as a Doctor in any way, shape, or form. He also brings his own touches by giving the Doctor a faint, discernible anxiousness. You mean like he's bad at acting? Gatwa's Doctor wants above all to be liked. Well, he's not going to be. When, for instance, new commander Belinda Charter objects to his good-natured bossiness, I'm not one of your adventures. And yet she is a fucking killjoy. Oh, I mean, her saving grace is she looks fantastic, but she is a killjoy. Oh man. The stinger rejection knocks him back. It's not great acting with Ncuti Gatwa. Okay, great acting would be if he could act like somebody other than Ncuti Gatwa, and he can't act like anybody other than Ncuti bloody Gatwa. That is his entirety of his acting range. Right? Do you want somebody who looks and sounds like Ncuti Gatwa? I could be the man for you. If not, not so much. Right? One second. My wife's asked me very important questions. Okay, I'm just say sounds good. Sounds good. Doink. Off it goes. Important lesson in a happy marriage. You know, always treat your wife and your kids, by the way, as they're more important than the things you're doing, because normally they are. Good name, a stinger rejection knocks him back. It's a great, and no, it's not great acting. Whose Doctor is both charismatic and vulnerable. No, he's shit and shit. Right? He's shit and shit. Yeah, there's another bit that like it's so cringe. Where his companion gets killed, right? And he has a bit of a cry. John Hurt was a great actor, says Amaru. You're absolutely right. So this is when he's fucking up royally and gets everybody killed. And this is his companion getting killed. In a somewhat unimpressive action sequence. Yeah, no, that's not great acting. Anybody who's ever been on Playground ever acts like that. And then as soon as they're done, he has a bit of a cry because he's a pussy. He's Dr. Pussy. Where is it? Where's him having a bit of a cry? There we go. Yeah, I'm a shit Doctor Who. Oh, Ecky Fob. Jodie was better than me. Oh, Ecky Fob. I want a bit of a cry. Yeah, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. Oh. Eastern book holders in this chat. Anybody see? Haven't said hello to us yet. Duncan the Funky Evans. Well, Duncan, I hope you are that funky. Well, I hate there to be false advertising going on. Anyway, hangs it over the action, which kicks off with another companion origin cell as C3 inherits the baton from Billy Gibson, fired for being too white and too straight. Who confirmed as featuring in two of the year's 8 episodes. Belinda is hard-working London nurse she's a Mary Sue. I hate to say it. She's good at everything, right? She is a Mary Sue. You know, I like failings in characters, it makes them better, right? Okay, what characters were Mary Sue's going through all the companions? No, Barbara definitely had, human failing, like irritation. Susan had youthful stupidity, as did Vicky, right? She made mistakes. Lovely relationship with the first Doctor and Vicky, right? Hartnell, Maureen O'Brien. Who was after that? Then you had Dodo. Dodo, not a Mary Sue. She was just like kind of like a good Doctor Who companion, right? She felt three-dimensional. Yeah, no, she's good at everything. Right, she's compassionate, she's hardworking, she's moral. She's the center of the show, rather than Sudi Gatwa, because I don't think he can act. Right, fine. So the coming to being into Belinda is hardworking London nurse who finds herself already busy weekend. What's busy with her? Looks like she just works and doesn't talk to anyone. Interrupted by alien robots stomping through a door. The anxious androids are looking for a messiah. She fits the bill. The invaders are from a star system named after Belinda, which of course is going, according to their logic, means she must be destined to be the queen. Oh, she must go to save them from certain doom. Again, that I find really like a really good idea. Which is like, again, lost in this sea of shit. Precisely why seemingly a random nurse will be crowned regent of the robots is hinted in the cold opening. It's not hinted, it's like explicitly stated. The logic behind it isn't explained. Where Belinda's old boyfriend gives her one of those gimmicky certificates when she has a star named after her. It turns out the robots are right about one thing. Belinda is both a down-to-earth NH employee and an interstellar object. Back in the present, she's whisked off to their home, which has beautiful retro vibes and of mid-20th century science fiction paperback cover. And again, I wish they could have had a line explaining that. I think that would have made it a lot better. But no, right? No. That would have been, too professional. We're up to it turns out the robots are right about one thing. Belinda is okay, fine. Retro-vised. The Doctor is here to disguise himself as a flunky. Oh, my cat's there. Disguise himself as a flunky to the machines, revealed to be a dastardly droid eager to marry off Belinda to a villainous AI who looks like a cross between Darth Vader and a Second World War gas mask. Good design, right? It was a really strong design. Oh, why did Dan go out? It's cold out and rainy. Just stay in tonight, okay? Just stay in. Talk to my cat, right? Look, start a stopwatch. There's going to be a battle of wills. She's going to win, right? Let's see how long I last before I crack, right? It's not going to be long. Why did Dan go? It's icky out, darling. Sleep here tonight. Genuinely. I'm doing you a favor, right? Man, it's got really colder in Israel recently. Over the last few days. Oh, come on, spring. We miss you. What are we up to? It's fun, pacey, Hoovian daring do derailed by wokeness. Even if showrunner David ruins the mood slightly by killing off the rebel whom the Doctor has going on, he kills off all the rebels. This Doctor is shit, right? It's just like unbelievably shit. We've only just met her, so we don't feel the Doctor's grief, and he's not able to convey it with his acting because he's a bad actor. And anyway, the installment is such a hoot. Ooh, it's a hoot. Do we ever really need the extra act? Only if you wanted it to be good. God, how long does it go on for? The story culminates in a twist with the evil AI being an incel type from Belinda's past. Again, that is the lie that's being sold with this. Right, that the insert. Watch out for white people; they're dangerous. That really is the the lie being sold with this. And it was actually, it's worse than the lie that anybody worried about multiculturalism is just a closed-minded racist, right? From which was the underlying idea of Zygon invasion, Zygon inversion. What are we up to? You wonder if David isn't insulting half this audience. Yes, he is. The bombshell is expertly delivered, though it's not. Though you wonder if Davis is insulting half his audience. Yes, he is, by putting a negative slant on a cliche of the bedroom-bound geek obsessed with video games. They comprise surely not insignificant segment of Doctor Who fan base. Yeah, and again, Russell T. Davis hates you because you might not think the same way as he does about everything. So he absolutely hates you. And he's the kind and inclusive one. Yeah, that's the insanity we're living in. Nerds everywhere could, moreover, be forgiven for not for feeling. Now I lost my place. Mirror be forgiven for feeling slightly fed up and being told that simply because you're shy, spotty, it follows that they will be weird around women. The stereotype, likewise, given airtime in the latest series of Black Mirror. I'm up to what, the third or fourth episode of that? First one was very good. I'm trying to think what the second one was. So yeah, I wish they would do it weekly, then I could remember these things better. Still, aside from doing wrong by nerds across the universe, which I think is kind of, it's not nerds, white people, white working class people, you're doing wrong by them. Right? It's despite that, that's kind of a big deal to me, quite frankly. The novelty, the plot is easy to understand. A novelty following the convolution of Chris Chibnall's years of the show. Well, his were hard to understand because he was a shit writer, frankly. Davis also lays the ground for the many ongoing mysteries around Belinda and a potential explainer. Origins, extra planar, is that planetary? I have no idea what it means. By confronting that she's an ancestor of Mundy Flynn, and I hate the stupid spelling of the name, who we met in 2024 installment Boom. Nobody would have realized had you not have told us. Really? Question about the show's future and its relationship with Disney Plus. It turns out the time-hopping British quirkiness doesn't necessarily travel well. It used to. When it was good, it did. Right? Hang on 1 second. Let's pull up something. I have to go to YouTube. And I got to type again without talking, which is always hard. I'll show you Doctor Who that traveled very, very well. Right? Is this the one? There we go. And second, download. Doctor Who doesn't travel well, does it? Really? This traveled very well, I think.
What's so special about Christmas? I despise Christmas.
It's Christmas Eve. We're asking for one moment of kindness.
Then ask Father Christmas.
Time can be rewritten.
People can't.
Yeah, you found that traveled pretty fucking well. This not so much because it's underlyingly shit. So if it was good, the quirkiness would be fine. But it's not good. It's shit, right? It's genuinely shit. But for now, what a huge compliment. The Doctor's back. This is nothing to do with Doctor Who. Battling weird aliens and having frisky fun. Frisky fun? Tom Baker never had frisky fucking fun. I mean, he did with Romana, with Lala Ward. Quite a lot of frisky fun, as I understand. But, like, you know, that wasn't like the central core of Doctor Who, shall we say. But for now, it's a huge comfort to know. Doctor, could a hardcore Whovian ask for anything else? Yes. So, Doctor Who to be like Doctor Who. You know, that would be nice. Space security. I'm so not getting this. Oh, that's to say, even though because I don't know anybody who's in this, I think the cover design is excellent, right? I do like this nice bit of graphic. Who did that? That's a good cover. Grant Kempster. Yeah, we want to look at Gene Marsh. Gene Marsh. And we'll do sort by oldest first, because that's where the good stuff is. So she was in The Wishing Beast. She played a different character in that. And I don't really remember it that well. Written by Paul Maggs. Wow, what a cut! I've really got to check that out again. Bonnie Langford, Colin Baker. Who did Gene Marsh play? Right, she didn't play a Doctor Who character there. I don't remember this one. What year did it come out? Well, it's like, was it 18 years ago? Fine. So the first three are. Is it? Yeah, this is a trilogy where Stephen, Doctor, and Sarah Kingdom visit this like sentient house. And there's an imprint of Sarah Kingdom there. So this is a Sarah Kingdom copy, but it's a really strong story. So it's Simon Gurrier, I think he did the next part, and they so this house kind of like recounts old stories with Sarah Kingdom, right? And the companion runs do these wonderful trilogies. I think $15 is probably okay for this. Yeah. Boy, don't go outside, it's icky out, and like you're not even cleaned up yet. So this is like the third part, right? And she's just very good at delivering a line, in all fairness. She was in The Five Companions. Really? Well, who'd she play in the? Oh yeah, she plays Sarah Kingdom in the second Doctor Boxer. Now this is this a recommend or not? I don't know. They got the pilot of the Terry Nation standalone Dalek series in it, which stars Gene Marsh as Sarah Kingdom. Kind of an intergalactic, was it Emma Peel? But they also got the Prison in Space, a reconstruction of that, and it's a bit cringe. I'll warn you now, it's a bit cringe. It's a bit cringe. Five Companions is excellent. Oh, you can't buy it anymore? Really? I'm surprised. Why can't you buy it anymore? Who's she playing in this? Plays Sarah Kingdom in it. Okay, this is the flip side of this goes on while the Five Doctors is going on. And it's like another story going, and it really works very well, right? It really does work very well. This one I don't remember what it's about, but I remember being really good. Simon Gurrier. Simon Gurrier really nails it. It's this one where she's Sarah Kingdom, or is she the house? No, the house one is only those three ones. So again, I remember this recreates the era very, very well. I do like Peter Purvis's take on the first Doctor. Like the end, we'll go for the standard edition. Oh, I like this one. Did she play Sarah Kingdom in this as well? I mean, again, I love this anniversary. This was the 50th anniversary story. G. Marsh plays Sarah. It must be Sarah Kingdom. What else have we got? And then she did a couple of these. These are a bit overpriced, I think. And Ordinary Life is something they've done so many times on Big Finish, where they get trapped in an ordinary life, right? After they've lost the Doctor. I think they're living in like the 1960s or something, which is a bit Snoozerville. And the Sontarans, this is the first Doctor Sontaran story. Again, doesn't really work that well. So look, if you want my recommendation of Sarah Kingdom or Gene Marsh on Big Finish, you have the companion. Yeah, these three are the ones to go for, right? They do have the Space Security Service things coming out, but I don't know, the Dalek Universe thing it was spun off from just really wasn't that good frankly, right? Don't know what to tell you. And then, of course, on the screen, she was Sarah Kingdom. She was more gay. Here, I'll show you my favorite clips from Battlefield. Battlefield, in my opinion, the best version of it is the special edition, right, with the new effects. Where is it? Battlefield, doink. Doink. Where is it? Becoming Destroyer. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, special edition. She hasn't turned up yet. Yeah, again, but she was kind of like smoking in that costume. Well, it was a little bit after this while they're in. Oh yeah, okay, but she causes a helicopter crash. Which again, well, one of my favorite bits of the episode. I don't really know why. Here we go.
It would seem so.
Well then.
Yeah, I guess wind it back a little bit. Funny that we're talking about the lowest rated Doctor Who, right? And this is one of them.
Some damage to that barn.
I can see a
Nicholas Courtney is always great, isn't he?
possible landings now, and everything looks peaceful.
Yes, very peaceful. Are you armed, Lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
Well, check it's loaded and take us in.
Yeah, I love this scene. And again, this costume does her a lot of favors.
What can you see?
A flying machine. It is like an ornithopter, but with whirling blades for wings.
Right, the best ornithopters ever created on screen. The Dennis Villeneuve-Dune, right? The first time they ever really worked, I think.
The people of this world are obsessed with machinery.
It would seem so.
Well then, let us teach them the limitations of their technologies.
There you go. There we go. Again, it was a really great little scene. Yeah. Why? Trust me, you don't want to go out, right? You don't want to go out. So let's have a look at her as in one of my favorite First Doctor stories ever. Video. It's Crusade. Let me see if I can find it. Doink. Crusade, that'd be what, third season, isn't it? No, second season. I think is she in the first part or the? No, I think she. Let's try the third part. I think you have a good scene with her in there.
Yet now I find I am excluded from his confidence. I sense he's made a plan of which I am a part.
May I ask why, of all people here, you've come to me?
There's something new in you, yet something older than the sky itself. I sense that I can trust you.
Okay, there's a bit where she's pissed off with the king. Is this it?
I thought there was some amusement, Your Highness.
Where is it? Okay, why do you trust me? No, you don't want to. Okay, can I wait till I finish the stream? How about that? Okay. How long did it take for me to crack? Right, how long? I've already cracked, right? I just haven't stood up yet. Let me just see if I can find the clip I'm looking for. Oh, yeah. This is a great little scene. Where she really effectively goes toe-to-toe.
Afford to make an enemy of. I have no desire to upset the king. Dear. All this intrigue, I knew it. All this trouble. Here comes the king.
I would speak with my brother.
Oh?
What's this I hear? I can't believe it's true. Marriage to that heathenish man, that infidel.
We will give you reasons for it.
This...
They could be talking about me. I'll go for it.
Unconsulted partner has no wish to marry. I am no sack of flour to be given in exchange.
It is expedient. The decision has been made.
Not by me and never would be.
Joanna, please consider. The war is full of weary, wounded men. This marriage wants a little thought by you, that's all. Then you'll see the right of it.
And how would you have me go to Saffordin? Bathed in oriental perfume, I suppose.
That would work. Okay, yeah. Jean, keep going.
Suppliant, tender and affectionate.
Yeah, that's all great. Do that.
Soft-eyed and trembling, eager with 1,000 words of compliment and love. Well, I like a different way to meet the man I am to wed.
Well, if it's a meeting you want.
I do not want. I will not have it.
Joanne.
Again, is it because Christian Glavin, like, these are great actors. She's going toe to toe and doing a fantastic job, right? An absolutely fantastic job. Let's see if we get find a clip of Sarah Kingdom. So that'll be in Dalek Master Plan. And that can't be the Feast of Stephen. No. Where is it? Not Dalek Invasion of Earth. It's like the polar opposite of Dalek Invasion of Earth. I was like, I'm actually going, hello, my darling! There you go. Space music. Where is it? Not The Chase. Oh, wait. Is it? Look, I'm looking in the Lost in Time section. There you go. Oh, they're all wavy eyes. Yeah, one sec. Let's see if we can get from YouTube. Sarah Kingdom. I mean, the death scene's the one to go for, isn't it? Oh, yeah, you got all these reconstructions. Oh, this looks nice. Here, there's a 2.5-minute Sarah Kingdom tribute. Let's look at this. This is almost perfect. Who's this by? This is by Wanderers in the Fourth Dimension. One second. Let's get their channel address. They only got 29 subscribers, right? They got a Katarina tribute. It's from 11 years ago. Blimey, yeah. So here's who did this. Video file and downloads. It would have been really fun if they kept her on as a companion for her. She would have been an interesting companion, right? Matty H. Holyland is there. How you doing, Matty H. Holyland? Oi, Hoyland. My mistake. I'm terribly sorry. She is just a very powerful actor. I mean, that's really the bottom line. Or was, I should say.
I woke up and wished that I was dead, with an aching in my head. I lay motionless in bed.
What this music is. Yeah, they have this weird teleport scene in Dalek Master Plan that I was like, what's going on there?
I love you, and where you gone? Let the world.
Yeah, it was the weirdest teleportation scene I've ever seen. Okay, is Maverick Chen, what's his name, the actor, Kevin Stone, is he blacked up? I think he is. All right, I do think he's blacked up. Duh, I love that he plays this in blackface.
And everything that I said I'd do, like make the world brand new, and take the time for you.
See, I wish I could see more of that. Sarah Kingdom sparring with Meddling Monk. That's got to be awesome.
I just got lost and slept right through the dawn, and the world spins my down.
Yeah, I was so excited for the Dalek Universe thing with it, but essentially blacked up with Asian eyes too. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. What was I going to say? I can't remember. I can't remember.
Let the day go by. I always say goodbye.
I mean, you've got to say this is a full life well lived. I mean, if she wanted to be an actress, she's done a fantastic job.
I watch the stars from my windowsill. The whole world.
I was talking about Dalek Universe. That's what it was, right? Because this was supposed to be a riff on the SSS, the Special Space Service, and the Dalek was. It just didn't have Daleks in it.
The world is moving, and I'm standing still.
Piece of Steven, isn't it? That was a ballsy move to kill her off as well. As I say, big props for that. In my headcanon, Sarah's descended from the Brigadier because Nicholas Courtney played a brother. Archer Collins, 100% right. Another companion that was a good spin-off from the Brigadier was Katietu Lethbridge Stewart, who was made from... He was a kind of a super soldier made from the Brigadier's DNA. Or his he had an illegitimate granddaughter while he was posted in Africa in the 60s or something like that, and it's use her DNA to make some kind of super soldier.
I woke up, wish that I was dead, with an aching in my head. I lay motionless in bed. The night is here, and the day is gone, and the world spins madly on. Thought of you.
Yeah, I said this earlier when I was talking about this section. Gene Marsh represents BBC at its absolute best, right? It really, really, really did. It's what happened after Battlefield with the Brigadier Morgaine? You do get the feeling that they do stop each other, even though he's married to Doris.
Where you gone? The world spins madly.
Wouldn't you love to see this as a TARDIS team for a bit longer? Oh, wouldn't it also?
And the world spins madly on. And the world spins madly on.
Who would you get to play Mavic Chen today? I got to think something like Colin Salmon. Well, they didn't give her a change of clothes, poor girl. What can you do? Anyway. Yeah, G. Marsh. Very sad, right? Very, very sad. I just want to reiterate my recommends on Big Finish. If you want to put down $15. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Doink. Share screen. You want to put down $15 on honoring G. Marsh. You can't do better than these three. These three companion chronicles, which are based, it's her solo performance. And she does a lovely performance. It's really absolutely lovely. A good setup, clever setup, feels very authentic. Really, really, really works. Yeah, these three. Big recommend, right? Big recommend. And you can tell big recommend because how long ago are they? 15 years ago. Back when Doctor Who, back when Big Finish was good. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up there. I'm back tomorrow night, and we're going to go over more of the fallout, more of the. Wait, hang on a second. I think Dan's on. Let me see if I can find his stream. I will post it over here. I do believe he's on. I saw him set up earlier. Where is it? Is it on the twat? Here. We'll do. Where's it? Okay, now I've got to find his channel. Is it a Type 40? Where is it? Live. There you go. Yeah. Wait. I'll share the screen. Let me put this over here. Man, he's been getting so much shit down for like not hating every aspect of it. I think that's kind of shitty. It's not universally, or it's just it fails. In my estimation, it completely fails. Yeah, I'll give you the link. Doing. Why the fuck do we bother? Who News Banter and those ratings. Again, while the ratings do, I think, prove a point, they're not the be-all and end-all. The be-all and end-all is its lack of any kind of cultural impact. Fine, with that, I will go away and have a cultural impact myself and go tuck myself into bed, as is right and proper. So I hit the end broadcast button.